I'm going to show you how to make the best cup of coffee you have ever had with 9 items and 5 steps. See, every morning the world wakes up and drinks a cup of coffee. Let's get started. The 9 things you will need to make this cup of coffee is coffee beans, an AeroPress, coffee filters, a stir stick, a measuring stick, water, kettle, and a coffee grinder. The first thing you are going to want to do is get your coffee warmed up. Your water warmed up. So let's fill this kettle here with purified drinking water. You'll want to fill the bottle up to at least 0.5 liters of water. This will ensure you have enough water to fill your cup of coffee. The optimal heating temperature for coffee is around 75 degrees according to AeroPress.com. So we got that water started. Another important thing is that we use purified water in making our coffee. The imperfections of normal tap water tends to taint the taste, and the coffee particles bind with the hard materials in normal tap water. Now that we got the coffee water warming up, let's get the coffee grounds going. There's 2 things you need to be concerned about when grinding coffee: the coarseness of your coffee grains and whether you burr or blend the beans. See, blending the beans chops the beans as it goes through the grinder and gives you more rigid edges on your ground coffee. A burr grinder smashes the grains and it gives you a very natural taste in your coffee. Here today we are going to be burring the beans, which is a slightly better method than blending the beans. I like to go about medium coarseness. This depends on what kind of flavor you want, and or if you want it to be strong, then use a finer grain, and if you want it to be less strong, then use a more coarse blend. So let's get this coffee grinding. In this example, I'll be using coated coffee beans. Coated coffee beans add a little extra flavor to the coffee. While it is not as natural as standard beans that you could get from an organic supplier out of country or even in-state oftentimes, it does add unique flavors, which I like. Next step, we will grab our AeroPress coffee maker. Insert this tiny 1-ply filter into the strainer. Add the top to the bottom. Now you have the filter inside of here that's going to press the coffee through into your mug. You simply grab your preferred choice coffee mug and place it like so. We'll set that there for right now. Next, we are going to add coffee to the AeroPress. Our measuring cup is about 2 tablespoons big. So if you don't have the special AeroPress measuring cup, just use about 2 tablespoons. And to give you an idea of the coarseness of the coffee, we are going to aim for about that size. So we've added the coffee. Now, our water is heated to 175 degrees. So we are going to add the water. The only thing you want to do is make sure all the water gets a slight drizzle of water. All the coffee grounds get a slight drizzle of water. Perfect. You fill that up to the top, and that takes us to step 4. You stir the coffee in the AeroPress. According to AeroPress.com, the optimal time for stirring is about 10 seconds. And you do not want to stir vigorously as to not stir the coffee grounds at the bottom. Your main objective in this is to simply move the coffee grounds that are on top and get them to sift to the bottom of the AeroPress. Now that we have stirred, takes us to our last and final step. Step 5, press. This is where the AeroPress, the press in AeroPress comes from. And we want to do this very gently for 45 seconds as it trickles down into our coffee mug. Now, depending on the size of your mug, you might want to be careful as to not let coffee spew up out of your mug. However, I've calculated, and this mug is large enough to hold the amount of the AeroPress. And once you reach the bottom, you will hear the air bubbling through. And that is when you know you are done with your cup of coffee. The 6th and final step I did not tell you before is to enjoy. Thank you for watching my tutorial on how to make the world's best cup of coffee with 9 items and 5 easy steps. Have a wonderful day.